Biden's own Secretary of the State, Antony Blinken, just admitted that Iran has always used its funds to support terrorism.
What do you say about the argument that money is fungible? So Iran may have known this money is coming and used other funds to help fund this attack that happened.
Iran has unfortunately always used and focused its funds on supporting terrorism, on supporting groups like Hamas. And it's done that when there have been sanctions. It's done that when there haven't been sanctions. And it's always prioritized that. And again, I come back to the proposition that these funds have always been, under the law, available to Iran to use for humanitarian purposes.
This is huge. Biden's own Secretary of the State now admitting historically and at any time that Iran is using any, if not all, funds it has available and access to support terrorist organizations like Hamas. The reason this is so big is because conservatives in the past have said we should never allow Iran to get any funds. Under Obama, hundreds of millions of dollars were given directly to Iran, whether it was for so-called humanitarian purposes or $400 million that was given to Iran for an exchange of hostages. In addition, it was Obama who spearheaded the nuclear Iran deal, which was to give Iran $56 to $150 billion. Many will say that this money was just going to come from the sanctions that was withheld from Iran over time. But it doesn't matter because Antony Blinken here directly admitted that any and all funds Iran has will be used for terrorist reasons. So we're about to give them $56 to $150 billion regardless of where this money's coming from, whether it's taxpayer money or withheld sanctions money. Biden just secured $6 billion to be given over to Iran. And again, those who would like to lie to you will tell you, well, this $6 billion, it can only go to fund humanitarian things. And also, this $6 billion is stored in a secure location. It can never be used for those things. But once again, this is going to free up the funds that Iran currently has to be used for whatever means it needs. See, it could take that $6 billion and use it for those quote unquote humanitarian reasons to free up the money that they are able to use on their own to support terrorist organizations. We never should give Iran money, whether it's from sanctions, U.S. taxpayer dollars, hostage release, ever. Because this money can and will, as admitted by Biden's own Secretary of the State, be used for terrorist organizations and terrorist reasons like Hamas. The attacks we just saw were in part funded by some of the billions of dollars that we have allowed Iran to have access to, specifically under Obama and Biden. As always, I will catch you on the next one.